Gainz and Shredz is back for another week.
Welcome.
That's Dr. Gainz. I'm Professor Shredz. Today we're going to talk about
Gainzbusters.
Instead of Mythbusters, we're going to do Gainzbusters.
Had a blank there.
Yeah, it's Saturday. We're going to go over bodybuilding myths, and we're here to bust them. We're going to go over from women lifting heavy to creatine to cardio to high reps to heavy weight. We are going to try to fit it all into a 20-minute window, and hopefully it helps you guys out. We're going to read some emails from people that asked us myths, and we're going to debunk them. That's what we're here to do today.
Gainzbusters!
You can see the new set we have here. We're at the Palace of Professor Shredz today. Some of the hardware out here we have. This is some of the stuff that I've earned over the past couple of years.
Mine's on the shelf at home. I forgot to bring it with.
He forgot to bring it, yeah. So, let's get right to it. So, our first myth today. And I'm just going to go over this one right off the bat. I don't even need the email for this one. The young lady emailed me today. She says, I was told if I lift big, I will get bulky. Honey, where in the hell did you get your information from?
Yeah.
Diet dictates everything. I've trained lots of women. I've worked out with lots of women. And it seems to me, with the right diet, women look better than men do. The separation, the way the muscles look. And it's a crazy thing because, you know, women have more estrogen in their body and less testosterone. And some of these women look amazing. So, let's give you, for instance, you want to build lean muscle. Okay, so if you want to build lean muscle, we would put you on a diet that would slowly maintain your body weight while we lift heavy. We like to call it in the bodybuilding world a body composition. And we would monitor your weight and we would see how you would gain. I don't know how other coaches and stuff are, but in a body composition, I like to see about a ½ pound. Now, with a ½ pound, I mean you're monitoring everything to a T. So, if you want to be big and bulky, eat a shitload of food and lift. Yeah, eat super, super heavy, lift super, super heavy. But if you want to be lean or you want to get cut, it's all about the diet. The diet dictates everything.
Counting your macros.
Counting your macros. I'm a sole believer now. High protein, high carbs, low fat. You monitor that and the sky's the limit. I mean, yes, the lifting takes into account a lot of it, but the diet dictates most of it. So that myth has been debunked.
I have a little follow-up.
Okay.
So, is it true when you're on a cut, okay, if you or bulk, that counting your macros will make that much of a difference, weighing everything, than say just going by, you know, estimating how much protein and carbs and fats you have?
You mean what your requirements are?
Right, if you just kind of guess it instead of actually measuring everything.
I hate to say it's bro science, but
because my opinion, well, I've done both, and I've found that I got better results when I actually measure out everything compared to when I just eyeball it.
Definitely, you got to weigh everything out, in my opinion. But like to get to the 1 pound of body weight times your pounds of protein, I like to use that as a starting point, and I'll play with it every week. The scale at the beginning is your best friend. You start getting into a contest prep and you get down to those last couple weeks, that scale means shit. It really does. But you got to start somewhere, so you know, start with maybe a pound or a pound and a half of protein, maybe like a ½ gram of fat per your body weight, and carbs you make up with the rest. That's a starting point. If you're not gaining, maybe bump your carbs up. And you don't have to do a lot of it. It's just small little changes make your body adjust. So, you got a myth for us? You got an email?
Yeah, let me see. Oh, interesting. Sylvester Stallone emailed us. Can you believe that? He emailed us.
Oh,
We're
yeah?
getting big quick. He wants to know, is creatine a steroid?
Oh my. Is creatine a steroid? No, definitely not. This has been one of those long-lasting myths forever.
You see it all the time, though.
It's all cycle creatine and all supplements are steroids. This is bullshit. It really is.
People think protein's a steroid.
Well, these are the same people who are the ones who think a workout is wasted. They're the ones that think you need to get the shake in the anabolic window, you know? Creatine is not a steroid.
Do you think that people think it is because you put so much water weight on so quick that you gain all this weight with just water?
Here's the thing, though. I take creatine normally, and I don't put water weight on. And it goes right back to diet dictates everything. Creatine, 5 grams is what you should take. I think anything after that, you piss it out. So if you're taking 5 grams of creatine, yes, you're shuttling into your muscle, but at the same time, you're eating a bulking diet, which has a heavy amount of carbs, so you mix those two together, that's when you start retaining water, and that's when you look bigger and you look stronger and this and that. So, no, creatine is not a steroid. But tell Sylvester to get more of his growth hormone back from Mexico.
But I think there's a lot of people that think a lot of these supplements are like steroids, but if you actually look up the word supplementation, you're supplementing your diet. So
exactly.
If you're not getting enough protein,
you take a protein shake.
Right.
Because you get into diets like I know for your diet, I know for my diet. Hell, we're in the 300-400 gram range of protein. That's a lot of meat. That's a lot of egg whites. Expensive. So sometimes it's better to take a protein shake. Now, yes, I take a protein shake after my workout. I do it because my coach tells me to. I'm not a big believer in the anabolic window, but some people are. I don't really notice a difference, but it's another way to get protein. And as long as I get my protein in, I'm happy. So creatine is not a steroid.
Busted.
Alright, so I got another myth here. Scroll down through these emails. Big muscles.
Big muscles
are strong muscles. I love this one. This is a great one. Making your nervous system more efficient.
So wait, they're asking...
If I have big muscles, do I have strong muscles?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Alright, so making your nervous system more efficient and being able to fire more muscle fibers makes you stronger, not big muscles. In order for your muscles to grow, they have to get stronger. But just because you run endless sets of hypertrophy work, which that's what I do, doesn't make you stronger. You need to build strength to build muscle, and you need to build muscle to build strength. An example. You get a guy, I'll mention his name on camera.
Don't mention his last name.
Ryan, we'll call him Bearded Ryan.
Bearded Ryan.
Bearded Ryan is, don't kill me for this, last time I checked it was like 190 pounds, maybe a little under.
I thought he was 130.
No, he's definitely not 130. This kid's a freak of nature, dude. I watch him squat. It's in the 5s. I won't say it because I don't want to be wrong. He's a freak of nature. He is strong. He built his strength. So just because I can do endless sets of 225 for 20, 25 reps on the bench, I mean, am I strong? Yeah. But that doesn't make me stronger than the next guy who's actually stronger, you know?
Yeah.
Now, is it impressive watching a 300-pound guy bench 315 for a few reps? That's shit.
But I mean, you can look, if you look, for instance, like a bodybuilder, the way their body looks compared to someone that's like a powerlifter, so it's two completely,
completely different worlds.
Two different ball games.
Off the subject, well, it's kind of on the subject, but I just watched the Arnold. And I used to think it was amazing because some of these big boys are pulling like 700-800 pounds on a deadlift and squatting 700-800 pounds. This shit's off the chart. It's way above that now. They're like in the 1100s. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, who lifts that kind of weight? That is strength. Now, are they conditioned? They're probably not as conditioned as a bodybuilder because bodybuilders are set out. I know my coach has me built on the mentality, and I've been built like this for a long time. It's from the old school. Heavy ass weight for lots of reps. Drain the shit out of yourself. Don't stimulate, annihilate. So just because I have big muscles, that doesn't make me strong. You have to train yourself to be strong, then you get the big muscles, then you get the best of both worlds, and it's a full package deal. So, myth has been bumped. Next.
Busted.
Busted.
Let's see here. Oh, here's a good one.
Alright.
Johnny T sent us an email.
Is this Turbo Volume 2?
Johnny Turbo wants to know.
Okay.
Can you spot reduce fat?
Oh my. Well,
we just talked about this the other day.
What's your answer to it?
My opinion? No. Yours? Yes. This is where we differ.
I mean, if you want to talk about spot reducing, I mean, the first thing that comes to my mind when you spot reduce is, if I keep doing endless amounts of abs, am I going to go right after the belly? No, honestly, the way your abs come in is a genetic thing. Folks out there, you can eat like shit and do 1,000 crunches and you're still going to look the same.
Yeah.
And again, diet dictates everything. Now, if you're doing all that heavy ab work and you're on a diet, you're weighing your shit out, you're losing weight and your body fat and you're doing abs, yes, your abs are going to look amazing. Honestly, I would just pick up weights and lift heavy ass weight and just quit worrying about spot reduction. It all equals out in the end. Once you get your body to where you want it, then you can physically evaluate it and see what your weak points are. That's not really spot reduction though. That'd be like me looking at you and saying, okay, your shoulders need to come up, so we're going to hit double shoulders. That's my definition of spot reduction. But there are actually guys out there that'll be like, well, that left calf looks a little weak, so I'm just going to isolate that one. You can't do that. Just do your fucking workout.
Well, with spot fat, I think people think that once they start losing weight, they're going to lose weight all in their fat places right away, compared to someone like I lose it in my face first and it kind of works its way down.
Yeah,
but,
I think
I
that's
mean, if you've got a bigger stomach, obviously you're going to lose from your stomach, but
right.
I mean, I think people think once they start working out and stuff, you know, where they do have fat, you know, that's just going to go away and your body's not going to like lean out, you know what I mean?
Right. So honestly, I don't believe in spot reduction. I guess this is where you agree with me on it. Alright, I got an email from a Kara over in California.
Kara, I like that name. She's
Kara.
single.
Hey Kara, are you single? Dr. Gainz wants to know. He is on the hunt for Mrs. Gainz, by the way. Low reps for size, high reps for cutting.
Oof.
This is another ancient grandfather myth. I get it daily about people wanting to quit lifting heavy. Hey man, let's go do some high reps with lightweight to cut up. Really? When you cut up, the first thing you should be concerned about is keeping all your fucking muscle. So I know when I start cutting, I'm trying to lift heavier than I did in the off season. Simply doing heavy rep sets versus light high reps doesn't indicate how your muscle grow or the size. Progression is progression. And you'll build muscle as you go. If you want to get cut, quit eating so much. Seriously.
Eat clean. Don't go to Chick-fil-A and wait there for 2 hours for chicken nuggets or whatever the hell they're doing.
You know, I do the same routine in the off season as I do in the cutting season. It's all about diet. Do you notice what's going on here? All these myths that we're debunking, they all go back to diet dictates everything. This is a theme today, that diet dictates everything.
Just watch your diet and be consistent.
You want to get big as fuck, lift a shitload of weight, and if you want to be lean big, not like sloppy, fatty big, eat large amounts of food, make sure it's only like a half a pound to a pound a week, slowly do it. Rome wasn't built in a day. Folks, let's get to the point here. We all signed up for this sport, powerlifting, bodybuilding, knowing we're in it for the long haul. This isn't one of those sports where you're going to pick up the weight and you're going to wake up the next day and you're going to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger from 1982. It's not going to happen. You have to keep continually doing this and staying consistent, and you will grow and you will look amazing as the years go on. I've been doing this shit for 13 years. I started 115 pounds, And to this day, as of this morning, I weighed 194 pounds. I mean, this is just one of the many stories. Don't lift weights for a year and then just stop and say I'm bored. You sign up for this shit, make it a lifetime thing. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I agree, man. I mean, there's a lot of people that'll do it for a few years and get by. It takes time. I mean, you're not going to lift in a year or two and be like, you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger or whoever. Or, you know, it takes time.
Yeah, and that's another myth we can talk about real quick while we have it out. I get a lot of emails, well, if I lift like Ronnie Coleman, Kai Green, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Lou Ferrigno, if I lift like them and do exactly what they do, am I going to look like them? Hell no. These guys are genetic gifts from God. I mean, Arnold, these guys, the way their muscle bellies are, the way their abs look, the way their lats spread, dude, these guys, when God was having a great day, he created these people. Genetics has a lot to do with it. Their supplementation, what they use to get ready, the way their bodies reacted to the supplementation, you'll never look like these guys. I will never look like these guys. And I get on stage on a yearly basis, and I know I'll never be at their level. These guys are freaks of nature. I wasn't blessed with the best genetics. I have to maximize my potential. Everybody's body's different. So quit trying to lift like these guys. You lift the way your body wants you to lift and how you are progressing. Quit worrying about Kai Green and Phil Heath. And to be quite honest with you, these newer bodybuilders, they look like shit. They really do. They don't have the V-taper. They have the distended gut from the human growth hormone and pregnant belly abs and the insulin. So you lift the way you want to lift. Like Kara, right?
Yeah.
So Kara, you pick up the weights. You start with a basic program, hit all your muscles once a week, heavy as fuck with a nice diet, and I promise you, you'll look like Kara. And Kara might actually look better than Dana Lynn Bailey, for Christ's sakes. And give Ryan a call.
Yeah, hit me up.
So next myth, what do you got?
Let's see. I want to talk a little bit about these diet pills and all these.
Oh, here we go.
All these shakes I see on TV.
Here we go.
These, what is it, Nutra 13?
NutraSweet, P90X shakes.
Bullshit. Don't go
Oh,
for
Slim
it.
Fast shakes.
Slim
I heard
Fast.
that one today from a mutual friend's girlfriend.
I heard Lean 13. All this other stuff, it's, what is it, overpriced protein.
That's all it is. It's
It,
a protein shake.
Eating
with a different name on
suppressant.
it. Eating suppressant, really?
Well, I'm guessing. I mean, these so-called turbo shakes, especially turbo, buys your what am I trying to say? Your
turbo shake, you drink it and it speeds up your metabolism.
Yeah, that's it.
I have a better option for that. Just eat every couple hours and work like shit, work like hell in the gym, and your metabolism,
I mean,
and that's free.
all this shit you see on TV, you know, you may lose some pounds from it because they're pretty much feeding you the food.
Yeah, they're like, take the food out and drink these shakes. Obviously, you're going to lose water weight that way.
And, you know, maybe they just try to sell it as a quick fix. It doesn't work.
No, definitely not. Marketing.
Yeah.
This is why it's one of the biggest markets in the world. You get these new coming lifters that want to go on a diet or get big. They're going to buy it all up. I was guilty of it when I first started. Holy fuck, hydroxycut just came in, like, was just getting big, and I'm like, oh my god, dude, I can get shredded by taking these, and I didn't get shredded. I just kept eating food. That's, you know. So quit believing in the hype. I mean,
I remember I used to get a magazine and shit. I'd see these guys in there. They'd be holding a supplement, man. They'd be ripped as hell. I'd go over that supplement thinking I'd look like him, and that sort of shit wasn't true.
and believe it or not, the guys that are on those magazines, a lot of it's airbrush.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they're in great shape. Yeah, they're in great shape, but it's crazy, and I know this firsthand. When you go to get on stage and they put all that tanning lotion on and all the etching and stuff, oh my god, you look like you're out of a fucking magazine.
Yeah.
You take all that off, yeah, you're going to look amazing, but you're not going to look perfect.
Right.
So quit buying into the hype. Food. Food is the best supplement for everything. Now, I've got one myth left, and I think you'll have one myth left. And I'm going right to the neck on this one, but this one comes from Stanley in Maine, and he says, training for the pump. Wow. All right.
Get that pump.
So if you don't feel the pump while you're lifting, well, guess what? This shit ain't doing enough. Simply training until you get a pump doesn't mean you're building muscle. Getting a pump, I mean, it feels great. It makes you feel amazing. You feel like, oh my God, my arms are going to fall off. And all it is an indicator that it's the blood shuttling nutrients into your
until you wake
muscles.
up the next morning and your arms aren't as big.
And then you get to my age and your arms start locking up and shit. If you base your workouts on how much a pump is, you will look like Chef Peaks. Sorry, no, I shouldn't say that because he's starting to progress a lot.
He is.
Don't get me wrong, folks. The pump is amazing. I will say exactly what Arnold said. Doing 100 reps on the curls, getting that fucking pump, and if there's kids watching, shut your ears right about now, but it's better than an orgasm. I mean, it makes you feel like an alpha male. You get done doing a superset of tries with buys, your arms are tingly, they're locking up, you look in the mirror and your biceps are double the size. I feel like an alpha male. I'm sorry, but that pump isn't going to build the muscle. So our mutual friend Richard Piana, he does the burner sets at the end of every night and the vacuums and shit. It doesn't work. So yeah, go get the pump. I mean, if you want to feel like an alpha dog, but don't expect to get muscle growth from it. You want to get muscle growth, we're going to go right back to find the heavy weights, lift as many reps until failure, and a clean diet, and you will build muscle that way. So that myth is debunked. Let's get to the last myth.
I do want to put something in there quick though, but it's your body. Do what you want to it. You know, we're just here giving advice.
Yeah, we're not doctors. Yeah. He's not really a doctor.
No. But we're just trying to help the people that, you know, that maybe he has a lot of experience. I have some experience. Just all our knowledge for the viewers, so you don't make some of the same mistakes we did, and you're able to get to your ultimate goal quicker.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're just here to help, have a good time, and I guess I'll go with our last.
Yeah, go with the last one, and then we'll kill it out.
Okay. Well, I've been thinking about this one. If you're not sore the next day, does that mean you didn't train hard enough?
No. What about a guy that's been doing it for 13 years that'll go do a heavy leg day and wakes up the next day and ready to go again?
I'm just saying some people don't think they train hard enough if they don't wake up sore or not, you know what I mean? I've heard that before.
I mean, I say it's all the new people that come in that I give help to. Like, if it ain't hurting, it's not working.
Right.
I mean, yeah, I'm past the sore. I mean, I had a really badass leg day last Thursday. I mean, my quads were sore, but there's some days I don't get sore.
Right.
It's just recovery, you know?
And again,
I do, but that brings up a supplement.
Yeah.
Branched chain amino acids. I have noticed it's not my head, it's not placebo. It does help with the recovery a lot. I've woke up feeling a lot better on the stuff than if I was off of it. So.
You think we should give the name, or you think we should hold it back?
No, let's hold it back because I know Gainz and Shredz is coming out with a branched chain amino acid. So I don't want to give our competition's name out, even though our competition shit is really
it's
good.
Amazing. It works well.
So just because it's sore or it's not sore doesn't mean if it's working or not. Don't get yourself down. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep trucking, man. It's like a grind.
Time.
Yeah, Rome wasn't built in a day, man. You can't go to the gym Monday through Friday and be like, oh, okay, I should be growing. I mean, your first year, you're going to get the best gains in your life.
Yeah.
You can get at least 20-pound muscle gain on that. Guys like me have been doing it for years. I'm lucky if I get 5 or 6 pounds of muscle. So that's it. Any more questions? Give us a holler. We need more likes on YouTube. We need more followers. We have a Facebook page. I have the Snapchat. I'm running the Snapchat. It's under Professor Shredz. You can see that on the Shredz and Gainz Facebook page. He doesn't do the whole Snapchat thing. I'm addicted to it.
I'm a little too old for that.
I'm addicted to it. So Snapchat us, Facebook message us, email us, like and follow our YouTube page. And until next time, America, just keep getting swaller.
Get them gains.
Woo! Woo!